A Modest Proposal is a satirical essay written by Jonathan Swift, published in 1729. Swift uses biting irony to address the socio-economic and political problems of Ireland under British rule. The essay suggests a horrifying and seemingly absurd solution to the issue of overpopulation and poverty, revealing Swift's scathing commentary on the exploitation and neglect of the Irish people by the British ruling class. The essay begins with a seemingly reasonable and serious tone, as Swift discusses the dire economic conditions in Ireland. He outlines the overpopulation problem, particularly among the poor, and the burden this places on families struggling to feed and care for their children. Swift laments the prevailing economic woes and expresses concern for the impoverished Irish population. However, the tone of the essay takes a drastic turn when Swift proposes a shocking and horrific solution to the perceived problems. He suggests that the impoverished Irish could sell their children as a source of income. Swift calculates the economic benefits of this proposal, presenting a cold and calculated argument that includes considerations of profit, population control, and the potential culinary advantages of this gruesome practice. The essay satirically suggests that selling infants as a food source would alleviate the economic burden on poor families, provide income, and even offer a new delicacy for the wealthy. Swift's proposal is delivered with a deadpan seriousness, highlighting the absurdity of the situation. The author employs economic reasoning, statistical data, and a detached tone to enhance the shock value of the proposal. Swift targets the heartless attitudes of the British ruling class towards the Irish population. By presenting such a monstrous proposal, he exposes the dehumanizing effects of British policies on the Irish people, reducing them to mere commodities for economic gain. Swift's satire is a powerful critique of the callousness with which the British elite viewed the Irish as a source of exploitation and profit. While Swift's proposal is, of course, meant to be outrageous and morally repugnant, it serves as a vehicle for his larger critique of British policies that contributed to the suffering and impoverishment of the Irish. The essay underscores the systemic issues that led to the economic decline of Ireland and the exploitation of its people. Throughout the essay, Swift maintains a veneer of rationality, using logical arguments and a detached tone to emphasize the absurdity of his proposal. He even addresses potential objections, deflecting criticism and reinforcing the logical framework of his plan. Swift's satire is a brilliant and biting commentary on the dehumanizing effects of British policies and the indifference of the ruling class to the suffering of the Irish population. The title, A Modest Proposal, itself is ironic. While the phrase typically suggests a reasonable and restrained suggestion, Swift's proposal is anything but modest. The essay mocks the detached and bureaucratic language often employed by those in power when discussing policies that affect the less privileged. Swift's satirical intent is made clear as he exposes the heartless and exploitative attitudes of the British ruling class. By proposing an outrageous solution, he forces readers to confront the underlying issues of poverty, overpopulation, and exploitation that plagued Ireland during this period. It's crucial to understand that Swift did not actually advocate for the consumption of infants. Instead, he used this shocking proposal as a powerful tool to draw attention to the harsh realities faced by the Irish people under British rule. The essay serves as a wake-up call, challenging readers to confront the inhumane consequences of the policies imposed by the ruling elite. In conclusion, A Modest Proposal by Jonathan Swift is a masterful piece of satirical writing that uses irony, logical reasoning, and a shocking proposal to expose the exploitation and neglect of the Irish people by the British ruling class. Swift's critique goes beyond the literal proposal, delving into the deeper issues of economic disparity, dehumanization, and the callousness of those in power. The essay remains a powerful and enduring work that invites readers to reflect on the impact of systemic oppression and the responsibility of society to address the suffering of the marginalized.